Growing up, I lived in a two-parent household with a little brother. I never thought much of having a family outside of my parents and brother, mostly because I was young, but also because I didn't know much of my immediate family. The day came when my parents told me that I had other siblings in Cape Verde, and that they were coming to live in the States soon. I didn't understand what was going on. I was used to having one brother, and all of a sudden I have two more brothers and two more sisters. I didn't think much of the situation until they actually arrived. Then my indifference changed drastically. Before I was born, my mom moved from Cape Verde to the US. During this time, my brother and I were born, and she worked to save up money to send for my brothers and sisters. When I was in 4th grade, she finally saved enough money for them and started to get prepared for their arrival. She went shopping for clothes, got them enrolled in school, and made sure that they would be comfortable when they arrived. The night they came, I didn't see them because I had fallen asleep. When I finally did meet them, it was awkward. None of us seemed excited to meet each other. We barely said hi. I wasn't that excited to welcome strangers with open arms into my home and to call them my brothers and sisters. My mom loved that we were finally together, and it seemed like a smile was carved into her face. She spent all her free time with them. If you wanted to find her, you just had to find one of my siblings. When they weren't with my mom, they just stuck with each other and didn't try that hard to be social with me or my little brother. I felt comfortable with them around because I felt they were invading my personal space. I had never heard of them until a couple months before they arrived, and now all of a sudden they were living with me. My mom thought that everything was perfect, but I knew it was far from that. A year later, I still looked at my siblings like strangers. We didn't share close sibling relationships. I couldn't connect with them, and a huge age gap made it harder. I remember getting made fun of when I mispronounced a word in Creole or getting blamed for things I never did. My little brother was really young, so I didn't think it was as big of a deal for him that they didn't have the closest relationship. But with me, I thought that I was old enough to try and connect with them. The years they lived with me went by so fast, it was like a blur. One sister went away to college, one brother got a job in his own apartment, and this went on until they were all gone. I thought after they left I would never see them again or hear from them again. To my surprise, they visited often and always kept in touch. I struggled to get closer with my siblings when we were living together, but the time apart and having our own space helped to strengthen our relationship. I became especially close to my two sisters. We started to talk more and bond more. I started to feel more comfortable sharing my ideas with them and talking about personal things. Working with Girls Leap helped me understand that I am naturally resistant to change and that I don't usually care for getting to know new people. When I became a team mentor with Girls Leap, I'd participate, have a good attitude, and go home without socializing with anyone. But I started to think, what was the point of working for Girls Leap if I didn't socialize with my peers? This program isn't just about self-defense, it's also about building strong relationships with the people around you. Because of this thought, I tried to make more of an effort with getting to know the girls. As I started to get more comfortable, I was less shy and wanted to build relationships with my peers so we could be a better foundation for each other. Having to build a relationship with my siblings taught me that I'm not always a social person with an open mind. Working with Girls Leap gave me the incentive to be someone who can let their guard down and let others in on what kind of person I am. I feel that I've become closer to a lot of my peers and that I join in on conversations instead of being alone. I speak up more when we have group discussions and I'm not afraid to speak my mind. Girls Leap helped me realize that the world is bigger than just my closest group of friends, and that to be successful, sometimes you have to be social.